and gentlemen, welcome to Fashion Avenue News. I am here at NYC Live, and I have the amazing designer, Malcolm Staples, here with me. Now, Malcolm, you've been burning up Fashion Week. You've been burning up covers. You've just been burning up everything. You did Emerge yesterday, did Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, and now you're here at NYC Live. Let's talk about the fashion. Let's start with the Tennessee. Give me a little overview.
Oh, that was a really interesting show because it was sponsored by the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, and we was able to really put on a really nice, not even a non-traditional show, but something very progressive for the South. And so we was able to bring a little flavor from the North, take it to the South, and show them how we get down up here. So that was a great show. And then we moved right up, coming up to New York for the Emerge show that happened last night. Standing room, crowd only, a great presentation. I was able to show my real tailoring skills with my suits.
And that was fabulous because, honey, he had those long, jackets with the long lapels and all that. I mean, you know, the back was long, and when the girl came out, she threw it up in the air. Darling, it was all about the drama, so it was fabulous. And now you're here at NYC Live. You did a presentation for William Michael's mom, as she passed away, a lot of people know. Talk a little bit about the garments for that presentation.
Well, it's interesting because the era that he wanted us to focus on was the 1950s, and most of my pieces are inspired by that era anyway. So it's really easy for me to put together a suit, for example, that wore spectator shoes, plaids, really sequins gowns and stuff like that. That's something I do anyway. So it was a really nice way to pay tribute to his mom.
I think that was fabulous, and it's great that a lot of the designers wanted to do this tribute. So all around, you did a great job. Now let's jump to the most published designer 2021, and on his way to be the most published in 2022. I'm trying to catch up with this guy. Now this is fabulous. You had the most covers of any designer in 2021. You were shooting during the pandemic. What does this man do? Talk about being the king of covers.
Well, actually, Sophia, just what you said, it started 2 years ago when the pandemic started. We started doing photo shoots when nobody was on the streets. And so we were submitting and learning and understanding the process of submitting to high-end magazines. And as we did more and more, we got better with it. We have a great team of photographers, hair and makeup people. And so with that, and then designing clothes or whatever, we was able to put our resources together and get some really nice things. I like to say we planted seeds 2 years ago, and now you see the sprouts of what we did 2 years.
And that's fantastic because no one was doing anything at that time during the pandemic. Now, last but not least, models. Let's talk about models, okay? Now, Malcolm can go on, but let's talk a little bit about models. A lot of models see what you do. They want to be part of what you're doing. One, how can they be part? And two, what does it take to be a Malcolm Staples model, darling?
Right. Well, first of all, models have to really understand what this game is about. If you're not prepared, and we talk about this all the time, be prepared so you don't have to get prepared when you come to a model call or when you come to a photo shoot. You got to have your ad together. Get your comp cards together. Make sure you know what your statistics are as a model. If you don't know what your bust size is, or you don't know what your waist size is, if you don't know what your hip size is and how tall you are, go home and study and learn it because nobody's going to use you in this game when you don't even know what your measurements are. Secondly, if you want to be a Malcolm model, you have to be ready to be great. And that means being prepared, being ready to take your game to the next level, because that's what we do. And there are levels to what we do. And if you want to go to another level, you got to be willing to put in the work.
All right now, so you heard it from the master himself. How can they get in touch with you? Social media, email, anything?
Well, I'm on all social media platforms. Instagram, I'm under Executive D1. I'm on Facebook under Malcolm Staples. And I'm getting ready to build a new website. It'll be Malcolm's Custom Made Suits, and you'll be able to find me there as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Fashion Week, NYC Live. He done been to Memphis, Tennessee. He done been to Emerge. He is here now, NYC Live, burning up the runway, Malcolm Staples. I'm Sophia Davis, and we'll be right back in just a moment.